Bowl. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate, with every one of these playoff rounds.
A weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
Well, here we go, Kate. That good old adage, that good old question of rust versus rest. Yep, this QB and his buddies, they all had the week off. They're rested, they feel good. Or will they be rusty? This opening series, it's a big one to get them in rhythm.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Good for a Browns. First down.
We've set it down from 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets him around 6 there. Travis Hunter making that play.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points.
It's intercepted. And the Jaguars force the turnover on the first series of this game. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
Kate, you're not going to find a quarterback that will tell you it's not easier to play at home. It is in the playoffs. Right, the crowd is on your side, no travel. I think equally every quarterback will tell you there's nothing more rewarding, more fulfilling than going into somebody else's house and beating them. Let's get that chance today.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Here's a screen for 2. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That's set. This is 3rd and 5. Now looking to throw. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it in the double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Max Trujillo on to handle this field goal. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Kick by Trujillo is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush with the defense to help with that. Building that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
All right, injury stoppage now. Looking for the player in question. And that is Jackson Dart, who appears to be in some discomfort and in need of the assistance. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Now Milton to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll make the stop under the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Browns are lining up to punt. And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Tootin. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards. We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Oh, he puts him air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch. We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. Has it at the 37. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
That's good for a Browns. First down.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Dart back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes Takes it across the 30 before heading out. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Judkins up the middle. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Darks looking to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Dart now. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead.
7, Jaguars 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Hand off to Tootin. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very clean play.
Next on the crosser. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18. And the Jaguars 1st down.
That was a whole lot of hoofing it all the way across the field before the 2. Tight end and QB could find a window in that zone to get him the ball. He had to earn that catch in every single yard that came with it.
He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's one thing to get a player out into space. It's another when the defense sees it coming. No chance there for the running back as the defense defeats the blocks before that screen could ever get started.
Caught by his back. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
What they meant to go to him, or was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for. and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Pass caught. It's Hunter. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars hold a slim 2-point lead early. This is Trujillo trying to point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Dart setting in to throw here. Finds the in route complete. And this one does not go far. Now Dart. That's low and bounces short of his man. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. I'm going to throw. It's on target to Williams. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Going on 1st down. It's Dart. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Dart gonna throw again. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. That's caught. Here's Quinshon Judkins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He's going to throw it again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down.
A loss of a yard on the play.
Dart's out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. This will be a 44-yard look. Pinheiro's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 40. Showing a little burst so far. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the give, it's Tootin. He's out near midfield and still going. Has a hole left, room to run. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars take the lead on the first play of the drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Trujillo hands on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. 17-10 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Trujillo to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. No one's around him. He's got space. Arrives at the 40. Quinshawn Judkins. And he's finally brought down at the 9. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
65 yards is the gain on the play. And the Browns
from the red zone now. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
A 4-yard gain.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Browns make it 17-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. To the air now on 1st and 10. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Short pass brought in. He's at the 30. The 10. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Trujillo checks on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Browns 17.
There's Trujillo to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. On 1st and 10, here's Stewart. Quick slant, that's Williams. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the give, here's Judkins. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Another game to Judkins. He dodged the tackle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
4 yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
The Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Darts going to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
From the gun, here's Darts. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st down and goal to go.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Browns can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find payday.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
This is Trujillo to try to point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Browns getting their offense out there. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it.
Has room down the left sideline. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Browns can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Just wow, Kate. I mean, wow. We are watching something extraordinary today. Not a 100-yard day, not a 150-yard day, but a 200-plus-yard day with that big total.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's the pass. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Jaguars.
Inside give here for Tootin. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They connect on the deep shot. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. This is Trujillo. Try to point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Browns 31.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Here's Judkins on 1st down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Puts Romero under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
Well, a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns tie this game up. tying this game up. They're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Tootin on 1st and 10. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing the out route complete. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Toss play here, Judkins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Get some space around midfield. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 3rd and just 2 to go.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Running this is Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
4th and 1. Why not turn it into a battle up front? You think you got the bigger, badder dudes on the line? Well, they just prove it. No thinking, just do it.
This one quickly to Harrison. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Judkins headed right. He finds space for a few yards that time. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Guard setting in the throw here. He completes it in traffic. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Run right side. Judkins shoots away from one. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass. It actually loses yardage.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
3rd and goal.
On the sneak, here's Dart. And he gets in, touchdown! The Browns parlay the interception into points. just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tootin. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain. Gonna keep this one and go. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Darts looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw. Here's Darts. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. First down from the 42. Blitz coming. Here's Darts. That one's complete over the middle. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Dart going to throw again.
Brings up 2nd down.
Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Just a tremendous effort from the defense there. A sense of urgency on 1st down in the red zone. Got to find a way to knock this offense backwards, and the defense just did.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Darts out of the shotgun. Spins out on one side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. One last play before the break. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Piniero's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Return starts from the goal line. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We roll on here on this divisional round Sunday. 2 more final scores to get to, and then we'll know the AFC-NFC title game matchups. But first, let's look back at Saturday's action. Our spin around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on their rivals, the New York Football Giants. And it's Jalen Hurts on target to his big play receiver, Devontae Smith. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's Khalil Shakir. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Bills are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here, as fighting our AFC Championship on the line. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. On the ground, Tootin. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. Takes the hands off. Now to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
A gain of 27. First down, Jaguars.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they take him down right along the 30.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down.
And off to Tootin. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Here's a screen for Tootin. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They're going to throw for it on 4th. Caught quickly on the slant. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Jacksonville.
And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Browns returning their offense, and this running back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Going to play action with Darts. Dump off to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The give to the fullback. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
That's caught for the 1st. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
Back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd. A give left side. Judkins. Oh, he rocks that tackler. And he goes down a little short of the 40. 4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
No throw, 3rd and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Jaguars ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. That one's caught along the left sideline. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. First down, play action. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Finds a seam down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Jaguars, 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down.
On the red zone now. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet. After The incompletion. They come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing it again here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
3rd down from the gun. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However brought, they do at least force this 4th down. Max Trujillo on to handle this field goal. This from 30 yards out. Kick by Trujillo is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on track. And the kicker gets to pad his stats a little bit, the high percentage make.
He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know what I know. It's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Brought in right side. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Handoff now to Judkins. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they retain possession, so that's a positive. But that's the end of it, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special.
The Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And plenty of hang time on this one. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
2nd down give to Tootin. All he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun here. It's on target to Williams. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
12 yards. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. On a quick slant. It's Loveland. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Defense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the gig, it's Tootin. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They're trying to do it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Jaguars first down.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Jaguars. First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounced on it inside the 10. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They'll work against the blitz. Here's a screen for 2. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Kick by Trujillo is good, and they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on.
Back to throw. Here starts. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 11.
Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Browns football. Their season down to its final quarter if they can't erase this lead. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. The Jaguars have running back Bayshore 2 headed out with the rest of the offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. 1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. A toss play to Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Second down pass play coming. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
A gain of 23 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down. First and goal.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to do.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
First and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Big moments here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for third and goal. Motioning the tight end now. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Trying getting it to Colston Loveland. And now it's decision time on fourth and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you've got to be on point. Every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. And the Browns first down.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On first down, here's Dunt. It's his running back. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches.
It's second and inches.
The throw. Here's Dunt. Lee Judkins on the drop down. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
Dart setting in the throw here. Yet another grab for Williams. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Judkins running between the tackles. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here, third down. Looking to throw on third and 1. It's caught by Harrison. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards. That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In the red zone now. Throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Darts.
6-yard line.
And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns come through to tie it in the fourth. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a fourth-quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the score Browns 55. Jaguars 54.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. This makes it up to the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go play action. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the
Setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed to his running back. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
For a Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Still sticking with the passing game.
6-yard line.
Caught outside, beyond the marker. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Inside give here for Tootin. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Browns' 30-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down, too.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's another.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. But when I see a play like that, all I see is number 25. Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a fourth-quarter lead.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got a man. Complete. Oh, yikes. That two-point try was headed the wrong way. Just about everything going wrong on that attempt. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. He'll take this at the 10. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns getting their offense out there. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Throwing on first down. It starts. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. And the give. Here's Jenkins. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's a Browns first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here starts. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jenkins up the middle. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here start now. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback get on the clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Browns first down.
Darts looking to throw. It's another into the hands of Harrison. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
11 more yards. That's another Browns.
Dart gonna throw again. And this time they're gonna get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run it with Jenkins. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
He'll throw it. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trailing by 5. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Throwing the out route complete. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
A few things here, Kate's, keep in mind. Like I slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. So now here's 3rd and 5. We'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Jaguars into punt formation. Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. 20. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively, because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
This is Trujillo to try to point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars push the lead up to 12.
67. Browns 55.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And that last pick 6 might just be the nail in the coffin of their hopes in this one, Brock, as that lead now stretches to 2 possessions.
Well, we get to see now how these guys react to this kind of adversity. Do they shake it off and be aggressive? Because we know they've got to score and score quickly.
Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
And they spike the football as we get down under 50 seconds to play. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Dunt. Looking right, and he finds it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Out of the gun this time, here's Dunt. Yet another grab for Williams. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
And he stops the clock here, 23 seconds to go with the spike. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Darts out of the shotgun. Oh, the football's loose. Picked up by the Jaguars. He's off to the races. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it. He wanted it.
And that one right down the middle. And the Jaguars go up by 19. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here. From the gun, here's Dart. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dart's back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.